of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Gheal. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Welcome to Theater of the Mind Flayer. We're going to kick off without any nonsense. We are starting with an Australian treat. You're going to have Vegemite on toast. The real. Grab a piece. Put it in.
Hate it.
While
What
it's
is
good.
Vegemite? Is it like marmalade?
Yes.
I hate marmalade.
It's not marmalade.
So I will say, for anyone
like jam.
hesitant, I
Marmite.
hated Vegemite, and
What's
then
Marmite?
you made me try it properly, and it was actually
So
like
you got to put a lot of
pretty
butter
good.
on it,
Yeah.
and you got to taste it.
Is it
Everyone,
similar to
grab a
marmalade?
piece, chow it down.
Yeah, marmalade is like jam.
Grab a
You're
piece
thinking
with the least
Marmites.
amount on it and the most amount of butter. Herc got some good stuff, yeah.
A Vegemite sandwich.
Hate it so much. I hate it. Every fucking second of it.
You're toss.
What kind of flavor is this?
It's ass flavor.
The question is, do you enjoy it?
I don't know if I'm being influenced by Luke, but I feel like no.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's just because I'm susceptible.
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, no,
Have some more.
I will say, I hated Vegemite when I first tasted it, but it was literally just Vegemite.
Yeah. You put a lot of
With the
butter,
butter,
with it.
it's not. Yeah.
What is it?
Because it's not totally the worst.
I'm fucking.
You, Herc, you like it?
the twang of.
Yeah.
Have that last piece, Herc. Yeah. We're going to give you those 2 little sachets to take home if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. The trick is just put a decent amount of butter on them. And then
Why not just have butter?
just a little scrape. Just a scrape. Yeah. Yeah, very, very light.
Yeah, there's like-
So
there's
to
like a
wash
little
that
bit
down,
of
because
saltiness
Luke's
to
being
it.
a little bitch.
That's a gendered insult, Jacob.
Were those in the package? Yeah.
So, we have here an assortment of chocolates. We have wagon wheels. We have caramello koalas. We have picnic. We have Freddo. We have cherry ripe. Michael, if you want to get a photo of that, I
look
guess
at that
you can.
presentation.
I'll say cherry ripe is my fucking favorite.
Cherry ripe is good. Do like a good cherry ripe.
Big shifts.
So we do have some
there
of these
is
at home.
Yeah, so there is enough for you to taste one of each, everyone. Luke and I are going to skip out on the wagon wheels, but go ahead and grab one of each.
Why don't you like wagon wheels like me? What's wrong?
I just don't like how they taste. So yeah, everyone grab a wagon wheel.
I love
We'll try the wagon wheel first.
We have these back home.
Rock
Aaron.
me.
The circle one there.
It's like
The marshmallow and the
Mama,
crisp.
back
There's enough
there.
chocolate, Danielle. Grab a wagon wheel. Chow down and let us know what you think of those.
Is this
Like
what?
wagon wheel.
Is this what the song is named after?
Just eat the wagon wheel.
It's not the same as Canadian wagon wheel.
No, they're not, are they?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if Canadian wagon wheels are better or worse.
Wait,
Or
why don't you like these?
I don't like the marshmallow, and I don't like the jam, and I don't like the crunch. There's just nothing interesting. None of it hits you hard enough.
You know what I wish this had?
What?
The little snowballs.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Caleb, why don't you grab part of a caramello koala and try that shit?
Snowball is like a wagon wheel, but like
Caramello koala.
with a huge
on the end
amount of
there.
marshmallow.
How do you pronounce it? Caramel o koala?
Caramello koala. Jeez, you and the head. Lycanthropes. Caramello koala. Grab a caramello koala. Yeah. What do y'all think of that?
Oh, we have these back home too, but they're called something different. Do you know what they're
Have
called?
koalas?
Like the Freddo bars, but with the caramel inside. I think there's a frog. It's a frog.
just like a
Frog is
caramel?
mint.
Yeah, I was
No, our frog is caramel.
koala shit.
Like
Yeah.
like a
It does-
caramel
the taste
bar.
rings a bell,
Yeah.
but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Freddos,
Oh my god, it's so much better than Marmite.
why
Why
don't-
an orgasm in my mouth?
Vegemite, not Marmite.
Vegemite, thank you
Go
very
ahead and
much.
grab
Vegemite.
one of
Save the
those,
garbage
one of these
crap.
Freddos down the bottom here.
Sorry.
Freddos are classic.
Insulting a whole country here.
Again, this is Australian
for the hate
chocolate, which is
mail.
closer to British chocolate. It's better.
And Bovril. It's all garbage.
Bovril. Isn't Bovril just like beef stock?
Bovril is meat extract. And then
Freddo?
which one? And Marmite
Yeah.
is the vegetable. or
Freddo
yeast?
frog.
Yes.
Freddo the frog.
Marmite and Vegemite are basically the same kind of thing, but
One's
Marmite
yeast,
is
one's
sweeter.
veggie.
Caleb,
And there's
dealer's
more
choice.
veggie
Do you want
in
to try a picnic, which is kind of like an O. Henry?
We
No,
also
got
have
weird flavor.
picnic bars at home, and I like them, so I will go for another picnic.
Go for a picnic. I'll go for a picnic as well. Huh?
Let's go for a picnic.
Nuts, caramel, wafer.
Wow, it's just like an O. Henry.
A crossover between O. Henry and
Oh, it's like crunchy, but
Mr. Big.
Yeah. Like it has more of a taste profile of a Mr. Big.
there's the nuts.
And my personal favorite,
Luke is just zinging out these one-liners.
He is off his tits hungover. He just gives no shits. He's wearing his hat like a trucker, sitting on the top of his head. I want fucking want a wagon wheel. Nuts. Yes. Go ahead and grab a cherry ripe.
Well, you're not talking about what you're eating, and we're on a podcast, so no one can see what's going on. So we got to talk about this.
Hi, Hogan.
Right, what is this? The cherry? Isn't it?
Give me this cherry.
Oh,
Yeah, cherry ripe. We've got coconut, cherry, and
I don't
chocolate.
like coconut.
this tastes like something back home as well.
It's like a Bounty, but
Better.
cherry.
I do not like Bounty.
I love bounties. I think it's a real like. I
love
just
Bounties.
hate that opinion when people say they don't like bounties because I feel like everybody hates bounties.
Yeah, because they're not good. It's just
a
like
bad
light
opinion.
chocolate wrap around coconut.
And to wash it all down, we're
you
going to
can get
crack
dark
open
chocolate
the
Bounties, I'm
Allen's
pretty sure.
lollies. These are just classic
that
party mix
It doesn't
lollies.
make it better.
Milk bottles. If you haven't had milk bottles, try that shit. But there you go. That's our almost all our snacks done, but not quite.
A lot of snacks.
Potty mix.
Connor,
Big
I
ass
hope you
worm.
appreciated
Strawberries and
me
cream.
yelling out obscenities towards what's your
Jacob.
yeast horrible
Vegemite.
Vegemite. Thank you. Sorry, Connor, but it's delicious.
But we won Herc over with the Vegemite. Beautiful. Why don't we have a tasty trivia treat, Caleb?
Welcome to this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
Except for Vegemite. I'm going to get you.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, that was for Luke.
Which edition of D&D introduced the concept of advantage and disadvantage? And no, it wasn't second. So I've already won.
3.5.
No.
Fifth.
It was 5th edition!
Wow.
This is the first time I've won.
Yeah, I never really played like any tabletop
And it was still a
before
guess.
5th edition, so I didn't actually realize that. But on my research, I discovered that it was in fact 5th edition.
Yeah.
I like the whole. Well, I like that. I like not disadvantage.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
cool-
like
it's a cool little
disadvantage,
feature.
but
What did they do before?
Are you on mic as
you
well?
know? Like what the...
D&D was basically designed to kill you before 3.5.
Hogan,
And also,
no.
it's just a lot of numbers.
Leave
So
it.
any situation bonus or anything like that would probably just give you
yeah.
a flat, just like you get plus whatever or minus whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. 5e made it more, quote unquote, made it more accessible. Yeah.
And we love it. That was this week's episode of Trivia Treats.
So tasty. We got a couple of minutes. We might as well throw in an improv game.
Fuck yes.
We're going to do heightened word association. The idea is that you start with something very basic.
Tree.
Well, you would start with maybe grass and then
I
move
was
to...
grass more basic than tree.
Well, the idea is that you heighten it and get bigger and bigger.
Oh, physically
As
bigger.
in taller.
Yes.
Oh, so ant.
Yeah.
Oh.
You start with ant and the next person goes bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, small to large. Luke started off with ant. Let's go around the circle. Or shout it out. Let's just go random, everyone.
Like grasshopper.
Ant, grasshopper, yeah.
Butterfly.
Oh.
Sparrow.
Human.
For fuck's sake, Mike.
Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Straight from sparrow to human.
Let's see where we go. I want to see. It was purposeful.
Grizzly bear.
Polar bear.
Killer whale.
Blue whale.
Oh.
Lion's mane jellyfish.
Megalodon.
Oh, those weird bagworm things. Like the underwater. It's like they're a see-through like plastic bag jellyfish. And it's not the one
Yeah,
that
I
you
got you.
said.
Yeah.
But they're so fucking long.
My
ego.
dick. Oh, okay. Well, that's not how that game's played, but Luke and I are on the same page there. We're going to do it again, and we're going to start as large as you can go and shrink it down.
The universe.
Oh yeah, does it? We were limiting us up to animals. Is
We
that?
were.
Do we have to do that?
There's no
Or did we
rules.
just happened. Okay,
The
cool.
universe.
Cool.
A galaxy.
Ooh, big
A
jump.
black hole.
Yeah,
A black hole is not as big as a...
It's antimatter, right? It's probably not.
Yeah, but
Let's
what
get
is
into it.
contained in a
Space.
black hole?
Let's get into it.
Well, we don't really
What?
know, right? It destroys matter. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
but
It's
how
not bigger
much
than
matter?
a universe.
How much matter
No,
does it
galaxy.
Or a galaxy.
Wow.
A galaxy is... No, because the argument is that technically in the middle of a galaxy is a black hole.
Another theory is that the entire galaxy universe is inside of a black hole. So
Scientist.
I think it could be right either way. I'm convinced by my argument. I'm convinced by your argument.
Oh, I was just been like lawyered, but scienced. That's what I was just saying. What do we say? So black hole. All right. Milk. What's our solar system?
Milk.
Milk.
Solar system.
Planet.
Whoa. Which planet?
Just a planet.
Be smaller than any planet.
Pluto. Demi-planet.
Beat me to it.
The moon. Our moon.
Asteroid.
A sedan.
Whoa.
Smart car.
A human. Hey, that's a fair jump.
Ant.
Okay,
we're an ant.
A dab of cocaine.
Tab of cocaine. A tab of cocaine.
A little dab.
Oh, dab.
A mite.
A grain of sand.
A molecule.
An atom.
A nucleus.
An electron.
I don't know.
Proto-electron.
Little wiggly string things.
Little wiggly.
You're talking about like
things?
quarks.
What
Little wiggly strings. Yeah, smaller
DNA?
than quarks. Yeah.
Quark.
Quark.
There
Yeah.
you go.
And
we stopped
my
it.
penis.
Well,
Someone had to.
good luck to whoever you went on a date with the other day. We're gonna go ahead and
She knows I'm on a D&D podcast.
I knew it.
and now she knows you have a tiny penis. We're gonna go ahead and play some D&D.
Leader of the Mind Flip.
In our last session, you met 3 of Etterath's old acquaintances from Gheal village who revealed his true name as Terosh. They insisted that he accompany him home, but you were greeted with a frosty welcome as Etterath met with the fierce leader of the... What?
Great.
What's wrong?
It was perfect.
What's wrong?
No, I loved it.
There's
Frosty welcome. That's amazing.
There's like a semblance of self-doubt that creeped in right before you said frosty welcome, like you weren't sure if you could read it properly.
See, these are just like offhand notes, and I'm trying to weave them into coherent sentences. But when people laugh at me, it makes it harder to do, Michael.
No, that was acknowledging the work you put into that.
Because he's a polar bear.
You were greeted with a frosty welcome as Etterath met with the fierce leader of the lycanthropes, Book, to atone for his fleeing from the Howling Ring. And
What do you
leaving
mean
his
they're
friends.
haphazard notes? You're literally reading it word for word.
Yeah, because some of it's okay.
Go on.
No, I don't want to know.
I can read it word for word with the spelling errors if you want.
Do the frost thing again.
Yeah, that bit went down really well. That bit was really good.
In our last session, you met 3 of Etterath's old acquaintances from Gheal village, spelt wrong, it's your name of the village, who revealed his true name as Terosh. They insisted that they accompany him home. They were greeted with a frosty welcome as Etterath met with the fierce leader of the lycanthropes, Book. To atone for his
Atone.
It's
Jake.
tough, man.
Yeah.
To atone for his fleeing from the Howling Ring and leaving his friends behind, he would have to fight the werebear. As Etterath took a beating, Agenar, spelled incorrectly, took the opportunity to grab Serana, spelled incorrectly.
Who's
The sword!
Sorry, we went through Bing Bang Bosh and Ting Tang Tosh the Trident.
It's all alliteration. Serana the scimitar, Bing Bang Bosh the boomerang, okay? Tim Tam Tom the trident. It's easy. It's easy.
Wait, where is Tig Tag Tosh?
In the water when you jumped in to speak to the eternal eel. It wasn't a joke. There was a trident down there.
It was a joke, but it's also
jokes
in the
are still
game.
canon.
Fuck.
You keep reading. I don't want to read this anymore.
Yeah, so Agenar took the opportunity to take Serana while Etterath was fighting Book.
That's not on there.
He informed Book.
You would not pass the rage test that Book did.
No, definitely not. Etterath informed Book that he only left the choosing because of the werebear twins. He didn't go into details about why and wouldn't exactly
Read the fucking script.
but refused to fight them. Instead, he told Book that they were innocent people in danger. This seemed to touch Book, and he gave you free roam of Gheal village. Celia invited you to her home to talk.
Is that how you spelling it?
It's shorthand, Jake.
So, Celia is
Celia.
spelled here. Cecial.
But it's spelled Celia up here.
Ciao.
Like Cecil almost.
Okay, I spelled it with
It's
an
just shorthand. Anyway, she invited you up to her home to talk. That's where we're going to
real
go. You
thing,
guys
Jake.
are on your way up there.
Do you save these?
Yeah.
Do you have all of them from previous? We have to post those to the Patreon or something.
Okay.
Caleb's recaps. It might actually help.
Well, that
sorry.
was the worst recap we've had in a long time.
Look,
and I'm blaming all of you guys.
I was pretty. I was a dick in that one. I'll give that.
Serana is the sword.
Serana is the sword.
Say it again.
Bing, bing, bosh, boom, boom. Ting, ting, tosh.
Tim Tam Tom.
What would a glaive be?
Gloomy Gary's goopy glaive.
Oh.
Goofy. Oh.
Ooh, okay.
Don't put me on the spot.
As
We
you,
got Ging Gang.
yeah,
Ging Gang.
No, I've already done that kind of scheme.
as we begin our session, you guys are climbing up the rope ladder up towards the second level of the roost up in Gheal Village, looking below you, 30 or 40 feet below you through the mesh as you step onto the net there. The netting seems to be a little wide for your liking. Indeed, if you were wearing heels, they'd probably push through. But for those of you with, medium-sized feet, you can kind of step on it without worrying about your foot slipping through. As you step on, the net is rather taut, which just shows how much weight that Book must have had to kind of pull it and move it. And as you step along it, you can see that there are dozens of smaller wooden huts. Indeed, they're not too hefty to be strung above the main kind of town, city, village here. As you walk along, Celia kind of leads you through this, what looks to be like a winding maze of near identical wooden huts with almost entire fronds of like palm or something across their roofs. As you look up, you can see the underside of many of the solitary kind of tents up top there, the even lighter tents up top there. All of them seem to have what look to be some sort of mossy flooring. And as you kind of step past one of the open huts here, you would see that there is indeed like a darkened, blackened moss on the ground there that works as a mat, as a bottom to these huts. Celia starts to lead you winding through these domiciles as you watch other creatures kind of clawing and climbing their way up to head to their own homes. She leads you around towards the center to a nondescript hut, one that as you step in, you realize most of the personality comes from the decor on the inside. You see that there is a small kind of cot bed, a small cooking stove with a vent that kind of pokes out the side there. You can see that there appears to be in here a number of just small sharp weapons that are kind of dug into the timbers on the side there. There is a small spying statue, one of those ones that you hit and they spin and you duck under it. As you step into Celia's residence, she kind of looks at you all and says, "It's going to be a little tight, but come on in. I'll pop something on the stove. Tea,
Please.
Oh, thank you.
That sounds lovely.
Shoes
Excellent.
on, off.
Leave your shoes on. That's fine. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Decaffeinated tea, black tea, herbal.
Just whatever you got.
I think you need a black tea." Boils the kettle.
Whatever everyone else is drinking is
Excellent. As she boils the kettle, she gets a little teapot out, puts some leaves in there from a small kind of tin that's in a cupboard up top there. The door does not close. It's like an open doorway there. But as people walk past, they don't pay any attention. There seems to be a respectful kind of don't glance into other people's domiciles, and you can't help but find yourselves looking out and just seeing other people living their lives in these little huts. As you get in there, Celia pours the hot water in the teapot with the tea and kind of sits it on a small, almost wooden kind of stump in the center of the room. She kind of crosses her legs and sits lotus on the ground. She says, "If you need to sit, the bed's fine. But
no, this is fine." And I was just going to
yeah. As you said, it's kind of like springy, like you are sitting on a trampoline, essentially, is the vibe there. As you sit down, she says, "It takes a little getting used to, so be careful with your tea there. Gonna pause you each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Terash, Etterath, whatever you're being called, welcome home, I guess. And strangers, welcome to Gheal Village. We are a tight-knit community. It's not that we don't welcome outsiders. We just like to make sure we know who they are and where they're going. And unfortunately, thanks to some of the political members in Lorna Koth, we're still seen as savages.
Right.
I think really what everyone wants to know is where the fuck that giant bird come from?
Well, that's something we can speak to Book with. I have very little info, but from what we know in the last month or two, there's been odd activity down south of Gorgoroth, towards the volcano down there. What are you grinning at? Down towards Tangaroa. We guess that maybe that awoke something, but we've tried to make contact with the folk of Gorgoroth. We've had trouble getting to them. The lizard and swamp folk of Eastern Four have been odd about people trekking through their land just south of us. We have noticed they've been kind of boating around the top towards the Kenku domicile. Far to the west, I know my maps, Perik's Perch. There seems to be a little liaison going between the two of them, and from what we can tell, the Kenkus have been alarmingly hostile to people trying to get through their lands.
And they weren't before?
No. Predators, usually, besides lycanthropes, have always been frowned upon, but the predatory folk, the Leonin, the Yuan-Ti, those sort of people used to just be able to move through those places. A little heavy-handed, but recently the people of Perik's Perch and Eastern Four have been a little more stand their ground and don't let people through. So we've had to travel either across the Great Lake or kind of go all the way around to Setivet to get in, to avoid going through the Howling Ring, but sometimes you have to go through the Howling Ring to get to Lorna Koth. We've been trying to liaise. I know Book's, for as long as you could probably remember, been trying to get a seat on the Fionian Council. He's made some headway, but he thinks that maybe if we, as the lycanthrope village, can sort out this bird problem, they'll see that we are a force for good. As for the trek down there, I don't know what's going on in Eastern Four and Perik's Perch, but they seem discontent. And they're kind of showing it.
Right. DM question. What's our timeline?
Don't know. You left Bokt less than a week ago, probably?
Yeah, but...
you told a dwarf about Bokt maybe a day or two ago.
When did we arrive in Bokt?
Arrive in Bokt?
Yeah.
Would have been about 2 weeks, probably more. Yeah, 2 weeks, about 2 weeks.
Okay.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is when we first started the campaign.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we didn't fuck up the cool.
No. Cool. Not everything's because of you guys. It's so good.
You never know.
Guys.
Yeah, it's probably been about a month.
Maybe a month.
Yeah, because we spent about a week gallivanting around.
Yeah.
You seem to know a lot about the surrounding areas.
Yeah.
One concerning a member of our team here. What was the name of that church your friend was at?
What do you mean?
Nesh?
Nesh? What? The Brigantia?
You mean the one in the city?
No, we have another temple in the Howling Ring.
Do you know
but it's still the temple of Brigantia.
The Brigantian temple in the Howling Ring.
No, I haven't been in the Howling Ring, and I'm not a religious person. I'm sorry. I know of the Temple of Brigantia in Lorna Koth.
Oh, well, we don't discriminate. Anyone can come and get healing or whatever.
Of course, but I just don't know. I don't know anything about that sort of stuff.
Oh, right.
There hasn't been any rumblings of the Temple of Brigantia doing anything funky.
Funky. Shrek. Sorry, that was an earworm. That was a great earworm. She says, well, our focus has been on this creature the last little while, and trying not to piss off our neighbors to the south, the Howling Ring doesn't really check in with the rest of... You must understand that the temple there is pretty much the only animal-made structure that has people checking in on them. The rest of the Howling Ring, you should probably know, obviously, is wildlands. To say that things are going wrong is to describe the Howling Ring on a good day.
Well,
without going there, I can't tell you whether anything's bad or good. I was in there, and first time, heard of it for a long time, but my first time, long time. And I gotta say that traveling by boat through the Howling Ring was a fucking nightmare. And it was only thanks to the grace of Baby Boy and my skills that I managed to get through. So I don't know if it's always that crazy. Things jumping out of the water trying to kill me.
Right, yes, that does sound about...
Okay, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll Happen keeps sipping his tea.
So the bird is new, and now everyone on Fianna is sort of keeping their hands close to their chest, not letting anyone through into their territories, or
just Eastern Four and Perik's Perch. Yeah, they have represent
populations. You said us all acting weird.
Funky. Yeah, the populations that are not in Lorna Kath have been odd. Book's worried that this kind of behavior from the other areas, from Perik's Perch, from Eastern Four, from Gorgorow, Viper's Pass, Setivet, the kind of the tourist area is kind of fine, but Book's worried that if all the other lands are becoming a bit distant and a bit unruly, that we may be lumped in with them. We've worked very hard to show that we are a good society. We aren't savages.
Have you tried reaching out to the populations that seem to be on the outside of it all?
We've sent emissaries to Eastern Four and Perik's Perch. Perik's Perch, I mean, they're Kenku. It's odd to try and chat to them. In Eastern Four, the Grung, the lizard folk, they've never been good at conversing, but they've put up spike walls and barricades along some of the known paths, and we kind of took the hint and didn't want to push it. You got to understand, if we get in a scuffle and someone gets hurt, you know where the blame's going to get pointed, right? Regardless. What we want to do is send someone to Lorna Kath to check in with the council. If someone can get there and speak to Sin, the Kenku representative, we may be able to learn a little bit more. Even Varanya, the Dragonborn individual, they may have a bit more information of what's going on in Eastern Four. But again, Book struggling to get his hat in the ring there.
Right. I mean, it sounds like a lot of strange things are happening.
There are, and Book's got these ideas, take out the bird or stop the bird from harassing the eternal eel. And, people will look upon our village with great respect. I don't know if that's the way to go about it. These are all problems that we've had for a little while now. I don't mean to burden you with them.
No.
What are you guys here for? How can we make you feel welcome?
I need to finish the ritual, finish the training.
8 points of acid.
And I need water.
Right. Do you have?
Yeah, no. I do. And she kind of pulls down like a roller door, like a shutter, and there's like a big kind of tub of water there, and she kind of pulls it out and says, "You want me to throw it on you? You want to dip your head in?"
I'll just awkwardly sit.
You sit in the water, it kind of spills out over onto the moss and kind of drips through to the city below.
Right. From memory, this worked better when you were in the
in water, yeah.
The barrel, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to give him. What do I have left? A level 1 cure wounds.
Go ahead and roll your cure wounds. As this is happening, she looks at you. Celia looks at you.
Hey, not so bad. That is 12 points.
Take all 12 points. Celia looks at you and says, maybe we should get you to Adamia after or before we speak to Book.
Yeah, that would be wise.
Okay. You're good now, though, yeah?
Yeah, no, as long as I'm in water. So once I leave water, I get about 10 minutes or so.
You've changed a lot.
Oh, believe me, that's only the beginning of it.
She looks at the rest of you and says, my previous question remains. What are you here for, and how can we make you... make your acquaintance?
Well, aside from Etterath having some personal business here, Etterath had mentioned in the ring that he needs to save some people that are in trouble, and we sort of all have the same goal in mind.
Can I insight check whether she will be trustworthy with secret information?
Yeah.
16.
Without her hearing the specific information, you don't know. She seems incredibly trustworthy, but without any specific information being imparted, she hasn't reacted in any way that would betray
Agnes just
that.
not going to interrupt.
And, so we're all sort of in the same camp of wanting to help these people, but we are vastly outmatched, and we've sort of come here on a limb in search of allies to help.
Right, yes.
Come on, spit it out. Stop being around the bush.
Bokt is in trouble.
The Bokt, the nation off to the west there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Safir wants to attack, invade, take it all.
And unfortunately, due to actions that were in our control, Bokt is now vulnerable.
Their defenses are falling.
And you come to Book for boots on the ground?
Well, as you say, lots of strange things have been happening, and it's possible that the council may have also been part of the strange things.
You want to confront the council?
Well, no. More that we're not. I mean, we're not sure that we can trust them exactly. You see, I went to Bokt to go and find the temple because we hadn't heard from the temple, and then we did find the temple, and someone was there who said they were from the temple, but they weren't from the temple. That they were kidnapping children, but they had a letter from the council, and so it was a real letter, and so yes, we don't feel confident in the council.
That would make sense. There are people in the council that Book has his doubts about.
There's a couple of people in the council I have doubts about.
Oh, you and Book may have the same doubts. Are you planning to go into Lorna Koth and air these grievances to the council?
Well, that would be stupid, no, wouldn't it? What kind of person would do that?
I mean, I thought we were looking for friends that we could count on, and we just felt like we couldn't quite count on them so much. So we came here.
Yeah, Severe is a common enemy to most of us. I guess with Neodract in the middle of whatever they're doing, it would make sense to come here. Terash, you took a big risk. We'll see what Book has to say about that. I'm happy to help.
Yes, our fear is that once they take Bokt, they'll use the resources gained there.
If
they take Bokt.
The abundance of resources that Bokt has.
Yes, the wood.
Still wood.
Well, they've got other things as well. They also have the rattles off the fish and the mining and the
minerals.
Yes, the drug fish, yes.
Oh, they're more than that. They open you up and they let you reach different parts of yourself that you couldn't previously.
Fuck!
I didn't like it.
Should have taken it to go box.
Basically, we're here to find
I had the
allies
fish
to help
but
us
that sort of
defend
disappeared.
Right. Well, if you can
country.
convince Book, then I'm sure you have the weight of lycanthropes behind you.
And if it's more tangible or feasible or more fun, depending on what Book wants to do, maybe we bypass the whole defensive thing and go on the offensive.
If you think there's something to be said about confronting the confronting the council directly?
Oh, I was on about Queen Banrian.
Oh, taking the lycanthropes over to...
I mean, Savir's open. There was a lot of ships.
That's not for me to... That's Book's. Book's the guy to... I mean, if you're... That's war. That's war, isn't it?
I mean, I think there's already war, but...
We were trying to potentially de-escalate war, but...
You're going to... Okay. You're going to go into Book, who is trying to be in good standing with Lorna Koth, and convince him to dedicate his forces to fighting Savir. You're going to be in a losing battle unless you can help the council understand that they need to fight Savir. Book wants nothing more than to represent us all.
Well, first we were hoping that you would just be on our side.
I am.
I mean, the collective you.
I mean, I thought we were just gathering people to go back to Bokt and say, we found people to help.
Even if we couldn't have all of you, just a few small squadron.
Let's talk to Book after you've rested and healed up a little bit. Let's talk to Book.
Yeah.
And you can explain it to him and we'll see. I will happily come along. And I don't see why Book would say no, but I also see why he would hesitate.
Do you see maybe potentially why he would say yes?
For the same reason that getting rid of that bird would show that he and we are honorable people, not savages. To stand up for a good cause, absolutely see why he would say yes.
Easy. So we help you get rid of the bird, get you get you on the council, and then we take the whole country to war. Fantastic. That's our plan.
That actually sounds like a really good plan.
Right?
It's not an awful plan.
At the end of it, once I win a war, I become a god because I have so many followers.
Sorry.
That's a whole that's a whole nother thing.
I want to become a god. It's fine.
You want to become a... The first I've ever heard of that as well. You're going to become a deity?
Yeah. No, you know this. We had conversation
we chatted about it. Like
you asked what I was
the free trial
for my followers.
Powers.
I've lost all my clothes. I can't remember shit.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any clothes for this man?
Oh, I thought you were just, free-willing it. You know what? I'm proud of what I got, but I don't think I need to subject everybody to this. We can get you something together. I believe.
Tell you what, actually, why don't, this was lovely tea. Drink up your tea. Fucking drink your tea. We're going to go get some clothes for him, and we'll leave you two to talk.
Head to Fur and Fang. Head to Fur and Fang.
Drink
Heads
it
down.
Drink it up. Drink it. All right.
For my tongue.
Come on, Happen. Let's go out of here.
All right.
Whole day I'm going to feel it.
Sure, cock it for a little longer.
Hey, no, you still have
Would you like me to stay, sire?
No, you come.
Hey,
no, you still have my stuff.
Coming along.
I got your sword. It's okay.
We'll try and find a curse remover. I went to remover.
Okay. As you guys step out of the hut, Celia's just there, sipping her tea, looking at you.
So, how you been? It's been a while.
That's how you're going to start the conversation?
I don't know how to start this conversation.
Where have you been?
All over the place.
Are you back for the reasons you say?
I need to finish my training. You're going
to go back in the ring?
I don't know if I want to go back in the ring, but maybe just get something going.
I've been here for a long time. I've been second to Book for a long time. He's not taken mercy like that for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
Count yourself lucky.
I do.
And know what you want to ask of him before you go in there. All of them.
Yeah, we're a little lost.
I can tell. You've been lost for a long time.
Yeah.
More tea?
I would love some.
Pours you some more tea. She pours you some more tea. We'll cut out to these guys for a moment as you step out of the hut along the spongy, springy kind of ground there. As you step out, Sir Alpin clanking along behind you. Happen kind of trotting along as well. Where are you guys going?
Quick, just keep walking.
Yes, where are we going?
All right. Did anyone get directions? No.
No, why did we rush out? So
Read the room.
You can always just have a look around, you know.
Look around. Is there an animal nearby?
Yeah.
A squirrel.
You can see
An anthropomorphized animal.
You can see what looks to be the wolf-human hybrid, who's kind of just prowling around. He's like just climbed up the ladder and kind of turns around. He goes, "Excuse me." He goes, "Oh, fuck," and starts to crawl back down the ladder again.
Whoa! Just a quick. Wait. We're kind of lost. We're looking for some shops.
Yeah, what do you want to find?
We need clothes for him, and we need a good cleric.
Right.
You go to Finn and Fang.
Finn and Fang. Where's that? Which level?
Fur
1, 2,
and
or
Fang.
3?
What's it fucking called?
Fang and Finn.
Fur and Fang.
Finn would be a bit weird.
Yeah. Fur and Fang. Finn and Fang's the one that's on the coast.
Oh, yeah. It's sister shop. Gotcha.
Sister shop, yeah. Go down to Fur and Fang if you're looking for clothing.
Yeah.
And what else were you looking for? A healer?
Cleric of some kind.
You can head to the Lunar Apothecary, but if you want a cleric, you want to head up top and speak to Ademia.
Up top.
Ademia.
Up top, yeah.
And bottom for Fur and Fang.
Bottom for shops, top for healing.
Well, thank you very much. Your name was?
My name was Solari.
Solari?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Solari.
Not Sir Larry.
Oh, no, you made me go Australian. Nice to meet you, Solari.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah, all right, good. All right, fine.
Yeah, you got lovely fur colour. Anyway. So, do we want to go up, top, or bottom?
Well, Celia mentioned...
Are you top or bottom?
Yeah.
Change it up every now and then. But Celia mentioned...
So Albin gives you a nudge. Says, he's asked the question,
right,
sire.
Easy. I have to learn your first name first. Celia mentioned this healer for
Happen to you know my
Etterath.
first name?
So maybe...
I'd love to hear it.
Right, that does seem more urgent.
Yeah. We can at least get him out of the bathtub. It'd be a bit sad to put him in front of his chief village in a bathtub. Maybe we should fix that first.
Right.
It's pretty fucking
and I mean,
pathetic.
we can bring the cleric back as we go down.
Oh yeah, we can drop him off on the way, and then maybe
Right.
like the awkwardness that they're sitting in could be less awkward with a third party. And
Well, you know what? I'm actually going to go look for some clothing myself because I want to get a lay of the land. And if you remember, I got to start to smooth if I'm going to be selling some things here. So maybe I'll meet you downstairs, down, bottom.
Down, bottom. Great. The Fur and Fang, not Fin and Fang.
Fur and Fang, not Fin and Fang. Fin and Fang will take me to the coast. So Fur and Fang. Okay. I'll meet you at the Fur and Fang.
See you there.
Right. And he starts to kind of...
Toodles.
As he's climbing down, you watch as the wolf guy kind of climbs down and looks up and goes, fuck. As he gets an eye full of happen gooch.
Happen to see gooch.
Yeah.
All right. Up we go. Are you going to fly or are you going to climb?
Well, I might fly. It might be easier.
Excellent. Let's go.
I'm going to climb.
All right.
Go ahead and roll, yeah.
What is 8 plus 6?
14.
Thank you.
I don't believe that makes it.
What?
Sorry.
I said,
I don't believe that makes
I
it.
don't believe that makes it.
What's the save?
Passive
The
aggressive.
save is 16 or 15, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't believe that makes it. I don't believe that makes it. We're all very tired.
Save.
I thought you had it written down. We go through this like every 5 or so fucking...
No, well, because I've just got the like
DC 15 or whatever.
I thought it was
Yeah,
DC
probably.
15, yeah.
I think it was
sounds about
15.
right.
Yeah. So you are trying to take off.
Speed.
And you,
Trampoline. Boing.
yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. But with a 25-foot flying speed, you're kind of moving about the same speed as them climbing up the rope ladder. So you're kind of just like...
and with a 4 strength, it's probably
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah.
Legitimately. And I'm carrying the sword.
Yes. And you're carrying the sword. As you make your way up these outside rope ladders that lead to the top, this top section is slightly smaller than the roost as you come up to the Heron's Watch. As you make your way up to the Heron's Watch, as you get up top there, you see that there are only 4 very large-looking ceremonial tents that kind of sit equidistant along this top section here. And you don't see anyone milling about. You can see these ceremonial kind of native tents have an opening to them, and as you look in, they are filled with individuals and smaller domiciles and things. There's a smell of incense coming out from one of them. One of them, you can see that it has a lot of guards out front, a lot of lycanthropes in kind of slapped on armor, like a pauldron and a gauntlet, like just mismatched armor. And the other two, you can't see the entrances to. They're facing the other direction.
Okay, that's on me for not asking for more clear directions. So I'll take that. That's my fault. But do we remember the name of who we're looking for?
No.
I'm going to say it's not the one with the guard, so let's go to...
Well, you never know. I mean, why don't we just ask them?
You want to ask? Okay, go ask the
Right,
guards.
hello?
Okay, so you go across to the one that has the guards in it?
Yeah, to the guards.
Bad idea.
To the guards, not into
To the guards
it.
at the front, yeah.
Just walk up to them and say, hello.
Yeah, at the front there is what looks to be another, like a were lion almost, and what looks to be some sort of were black bear kind of vibe, a shorter, more stumpier individual. And as you approach, they kind of stand up a little straighter. You say, hello.
Alverna.
Right.
Just a stroke.
We're looking for a cleric. I've forgotten their name.
You want the healing tent?
Yes, right.
Nods his head to the side. Follow the smell.
Of what?
That was a good, yeah.
Incense.
Right.
Healing.
Not intense, the incense.
The incense is intense.
Yes. It's
Intense. Oh, man.
Yeah.
We should not have spent a weekend together. I could see it tick over in your head as well. Intense. Oh, I'll get the other one in.
Thank you. Oh, right. Draw back to the other.
We'll follow our noses to the smell.
As you follow your noses to the scent, we move back to Etterath and Celia.
Wait, what? Oh.
Not the sword.
Serana there, chatting to the pearl.
That's your next
That conversation.
I'm waiting for it to be identified, and we're going to have a ball. Etterath, Celia. She's been sipping her tea, kind of just watching you, looking at you fondly. The conversation so far has been just, well, you know, haven't heard from my parents. They're still in Severe, and things here have been going well. Things have been developing.
Well, that's good that things have been developing here, but it sucks that you haven't heard from your parents.
Yeah. Well, you know, what do you expect? Aristocracy be aristocracy, yo.
Yeah.
It's like we always said as kids.
Yeah, aristocracy be aristocracy, yeah.
So what happened to you? And who were they?
They're my new friends.
You never had friends. You had me.
I mean, when you put it like that, it seems.
I didn't mean it as a dick.
No. But you're right.
know,
You're right.
I had to work hard to be your friend.
Yeah, I'm still not very good at the whole friend thing.
Yeah. Well, they seem fond of you, and they seem to want you to do well.
For the most part.
I mean, the chunky turtle one, he was even cheering you on in the ring there.
No, we have a weird relationship. Like we sort of don't like each other, but like we do like each other, and you know, it's sort of almost like a
brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like what you're doing's big, and without getting into details, things sound pretty fucked and bogged.
Yeah.
I will help out however I can to convince Book.
Thank you.
But you know you're going to have to go to Lornakoth.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. And I'm ready to face the consequences.
You won't get in without... And she kind of gestures to the tattoo there.
I'll figure something out.
I hope so.
My friends are clever. Me, not so much.
Well, yeah, they have to balance you out, obviously.
Yeah.
long story. I'll sort of start at the latest stuff with the whole needing to be in a bathtub thing. I was fighting an eel, and it hit me, and then it like
an eel.
Yeah, it was like a weird eel, tentacled jellyfish.
Sounds pretty gnarly. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
Sort of disemboweled me, and then I started turning into a jellyfish man.
Right. Well, I'm sure Ademia will be able to help you.
That's partially why I came.
That's why we cut away from you guys.
Hey, Agenar has
you information. Yeah.
And I thought maybe I'd be able to try to activate my hunter powers.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're going to help us out, then it makes sense that one of us train you up.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to start?
Well, I saw some fuckers that knew how to use blood magic against one of our friends, so maybe some basics.
Okay. And she kind of steps over to you and kind of digs her nails into herself, and as she does, the blood curls on her nail, and you watch as it starts to ignite, and her claws ignite with flames. And she says, pain can be used, and it must be used respectfully and with great care and great compassion.
Can't be reckless with it.
You cannot be reckless with it. And so begins the lessons in blood huntery. We cut back to
Blood huntery.
We cut back to you guys with the light bulb moment. What's her name?
Adore.
Demia.
Oh, good for you, Forrest. I think you got it.
As you say that, up the back end of the tent, you see someone poke their head up.
Good, because I didn't know how to knock on a tent. That's something I've never thought about. How do you knock on a tent?
Well, I think you just stay outside and you
go,
say, hello.
As you kind of call through. Looking through this tent, it is a large tent, and you can see immediately that it is a medical tent. There are beds. There are people lying in beds. The section at the front looks to have more serious, not serious, but immediate injuries, broken limbs. There are individuals who have kind of arrows kind of stuck in them, splinters, things like that. You see that there are a number of individuals working on them, but further back you see that there are more comfortable bedding that you gather is more palliative care, essentially. And it's from the back there that you hear a voice say, yeah, come on back. Hello. I heard my voice. Or my name. I also heard my voice.
I think we're in the psych ward.
Oh, something about, yeah. If she can help if they can help Etterath.
Maybe you should lead this one.
Oh, okay.
Something to talk to you about.
Right. Hello, I'm and just trot in.
Trot on through, you pass the beds of sick individuals and you move through to the section with some of them look to be elderly, some of them look to be almost like they have mange. Almost like they have mange or some sort of illness. Some of them look to be very, 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 very exhausted. And
as we're walking by the ones with all the weapon damage, like the arrows sticking out of them, can I make a investigation or perception to see if it's like Lorna Cath kind of weaponry?
Yeah.
If they're at war with them? That's a 4 on the die. Plus whatever, probably not high enough. I should probably open the app, though, shouldn't I?
I mean, not if you don't want to, man.
I rolled a 4. It's not going to be high enough. No matter what it is. Insight is a 6 total. Investigation is a 5 total. Tell me if you've heard enough. The history is a 13. I don't know. What do you want to know?
I'm just going to see how long you were just going to riff on your own for.
History, the make of the
how many skill checks are you going to use?
One of each.
Which skill do you want to use? I'll give you the relevant information.
I'll do investigation 5.
Okay. So for a 9?
Nope.
5
all up. 5 all up.
Yeah.
These weapons, some of the injuries look to be made from just like sharpened sticks, and some of them seem to have more metallic heads and more gashes to them. It's impossible to tell whether it's nomadic tribes, whether it's Lorna Cath forces, whether it's people coming from overseas being sliced by Neodract or Severian forces. What's your passive perception?
15.
You would notice, those of you with a passive of at least 14, would notice that there are a couple that are injured that look to be elven. And you would notice more than one drow there. They stand out because they are not animalistic in their features. You would make your way through. As you make your way through, you would see what appears to be a feminine scaled creature. Appears to be snake-like in quality, a yuan-ti that has some sort of almost like Komodo dragon kind of claw and head to her, like a were Komodo dragon, like a yuan-ti who's been bitten by a were Komodo dragon. Roll with me on this one.
I got you.
You get the vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Almost like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Connors. Yeah. Doc Connors kind of vibe. She looks and she says, yeah, what can I do for you? Yeah. How can I help? Injured?
Well, someone's checking their backstory. I will.
Agenar's a little like.
Chicken race carp.
My dear, come closer, of course. She kind of steps to you.
Agenar sort of freezes on the spot.
Places her hands like delicately on your shoulders as you kind of tense up and says, my dear, you're so tense. Here. And she's going to pump a greater restoration into you.
Whoa, no. Oh, fuck. We needed that.
Shakes her hands off and like diamond dust crumples to the floor.
It has no effect.
Yeah. Are you feeling better there?
Physically, I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
Do you mind if I
You okay?
Agenar's just gonna like take a couple steps back.
Of course. Nothing here is contagious. Don't worry about that.
Right. No. We're here for our friend, Etterath.
Which one of you?
Etterath.
Which one of you is? Oh.
No, not here.
You see,
Okay.
he's stuck in a bucket of water.
How did he get stuck in a bucket of water?
Voluntarily.
No.
Yeah, it happens.
No.
Yeah.
It
Children
definitely was
hop into
voluntary.
washers and dryers. These things happen. Yeah.
He got
You might
in-
want to call someone to break him out and bring him to me.
No, we can't. He can't move. We can, but he gets
spinal damage, perhaps.
So long story. We were underwater.
Under the sea. Darling, it's wetter down. It's better down when it's wetter.
No.
And we were fighting this thing that promised me all the things that I wanted. And then this Tadash got in the way and said no for some reason. And got attacked by it. And now sunlight hurts his skin.
Right, yes. He got into a fight with a giant snake.
And it seems like that any magical means that might aid him are only effective while he's in water.
Yes. Otherwise, he turns sort of translucent.
Yes, like a jellyfish. Like a jelly man.
Right.
I may have to take a look at him in order to kind of make out what may be happening with him. Unfortunately, that doesn't ring a bell. A giant snake. I don't know if you're making a joke.
Entirely serious.
No. Like water.
Water snake. An eel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
With like octopus tentacles.
An eel with... Oh.
He played
It
dubstep.
had like
Yeah.
whippy tentacle
No,
things.
that sounds a lot like a... it's on the tip of my tongue. I need to see this man, of course.
Oh, fine. Yes.
Yes, can you bring him up to me?
Do you have a bucket of water?
I can have a bucket of water here waiting for him.
Right. Well,
We can
that
bring him up
works.
then.
Yes, we should go right now. Okay.
He's got a meat.
Agenar's just going to turn around.
Wasn't there something else that we needed as well?
I deep-throated a plant.
You're fine. We got rid of it.
Well, if we were talking about what we're doing. Open up. There's a little damage to the inside of your mouth where your soft palate hits, but otherwise you look fine, dear. Thank you. Just double checking.
Yeah.
And what might your name be? Oh, well. And he leans in and whispers to her.
We'll see how many people know it before I get it.
The one that acted strangely and walked out of here fixed the deep throated plant issue, but we have a couple of other issues. What was it? There was something else we had to.
The clothes issue for happen?
No,
I think he's taking
You want to
care
go
of
to
it.
Fur and Fang.
Right.
Not Fin and Fang.
Not Fin and Fang. No, I'm pretty sure that was it.
All right.
I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go get him for you.
I really don't know if there's anything else.
There was. It's all good.
There's a problem that we don't know about.
Excellent. Yep, that's right. As you guys head back out of the tent, one of the drow just kind of reaches out and grabs at your arm, and Sir Alpin.
All right. Yes. Hello.
Is it over? Did we win? Did we win? Did we win? And Ademia comes over and goes, okay, we're going to go back to sleep now. Sorry, they washed up on the shore from north, so we're looking after them.
Oh, sorry to hear that. And I'll sort of just kind of grab Sir
pillow
Alpin
and push it
I'll grab Sir Alpin and be like, come on, Alpin, let's go.
Sorry, I thought I reckon. No. Yes. Just follows along.
And I'll make a note of that.
Okay.
I'll just kind of usher him in front ahead of me.
Excellent. You guys,
remember this. Azorith will remember this.
as you step outside, you're making your way back to Etterath.
The fuck's up with you?
Oh,
you were right in there. What happened?
Yes, we are making our way backward.
Beautiful.
What do you mean?
You sort of...
Well, if I picked you up and brought you to the scary snake lady, that seemed perfectly normal. Would you start freaking the fuck out again?
I mean, no,
Yes,
I don't
is the
like
answer to that.
snakes.
Oh, is that it? Just it?
Is that what it was?
Well,
A snake. To be fair, a snake a chicken with hands is creepy enough, but a snake that talks, yeah.
Yes, and if you have
I've just had some bad
Exactly, if you have a
experiences, okay?
predisposition to it, then I can see how that might
Bad
be.
experience. Do you want to share or?
Not right now, not particularly.
Okay. Just let us know when you want some.
You're going to finish that sentence there for us.
Nope, let's go. And we'll walk our way in slowly.
Yeah.
And interrupt whatever awkward conversation is going on.
Excellent. What have you been saying? What have you been doing, rather?
Ooh. Hey.
Get your minds out of
While
it.
you're
Gotta. Probably trying to rake across probably his chest. Because that's already filled with scars.
Yeah.
And is easy.
As you kind of go to do
Access.
so, she looks at the scar from the devil. and
I was
says,
about to say I probably would also.
That's,
That's new.
who?
A devil.
Shit.
Yeah. I've had a rough week.
You may need to sort that out. You don't want that hanging over you.
Nope. But there's not much I can do about it at the moment.
You could hit the problem head on.
I'm gonna go to hell. I need to do it on my terms. I'll go there eventually.
As you rake your nails across your chest, the first thing that happens is as your nails scratch over that devil mark, there is a flash, and you're back in a lava pit there.
Bullshit!
As you land in the center of this lava pit, you can see there are walls either side of you as you land on this lava flow. You would see...
Okay. Yep. Sorry, I'm with you. Sorry. Yep.
Michael, could you do me a favor and describe the creature that is currently caged, locked up in the former section where Cotton Eye Joe was.
Oh, what?
You see a quite
Crossing continuities.
like a quite like muscular. It seems very muscular, but he's made of metal, you can't really tell if like the metal is armor or if it's entirely like if like his body is completely made of metal, because all the metal is kind of different layers of rust and scorch, burns and chips. He's very used, and he's kind of just like slumped with his like feet out and his hands between his legs, and he's kind of looking down, and one eye is kind of like flickering on like a deep blue, and the other one is just completely on. And you see a Warforged that's just sort of sitting there right now.
As you,
That's devastating.
After all that.
just gotta torment me with any more that I got to miss this shit.
I'm just trying to get you to go back, buddy. As that happens, you would hear behind you, and you'd hear, "You like my pet?
Kind of fucked up, mate.
This cheeky bastard almost took out one of ours."
Almost took it out.
Shut your...
Good on
Took
you.
it out.
Right, all right.
Good on ya.
I didn't bring you here to fucking socialize.
Then why the fuck am I here? I'm not dead yet.
You guys
Not
know each
yet.
other?
Long story.
One more word from you and you're getting a fireball down the throat.
Can I get one more word?
Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me using Bastion's.
What?
18.
So much.
You are going to take...
Wait, but you were here for the one shot?
I wasn't.
Oh!
All right, you can start catching up on
You're going to
Tuesday.
take 28 points of fire damage, please, and thank you. As he hits you in the face with it.
Oof.
And he stops and he says, "No, I've had a really fucking tough day, right? Zariel's been up our arse for letting people into this realm and letting them go. Some ship disappeared not that long ago out of the fucking River Styx, okay?
Good for them.
Shut your... Right.
What the fuck do you want?
I want you to get a soul for me.
A soul?
There's a very, very good person near where you are now. Good soul. Worth a lot.
What do I get from it?
This village you once called home, it'll stay standing. Thanks for checking in." And he kind of flicks you on the little burny part. And as you kind of rake your hands across, it's only been a moment. The water's bubbling, and you guys walk in as Etterath is just...
Nice to meet!
Just tearing his chest open. Water bubbling. Celia immediately turns around to you guys and says, "He
So
just
that's how he
started
gets those
boiling."
scars.
Yeah, he just started boiling. It's not quite the right idea. Etterath, your claws do start to throb with energy. You're not sure whether it's fire or ice or what it could be, not just yet, but it seemed to work what you were doing.
That fucking... He's a fucking shit devil. Didn't even give me the fucking name of the cunt he wants me to...
What's he want?
Sorry,
Does he normally do this? Bubble and...
He's been talking to himself a lot more.
Right.
Well, but I've got the
The what?
this.
So this...
I hold up the sword.
Devil
It's wrapped in
owns-
the cloak.
Ah, shit. That's what we wanted to ask her about.
Oh, well, we didn't even have it. Agnar's
I've
had it the
got it
whole
for-
time. Yeah, but she left. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind, mate.
Well, I mean, I suppose we're going back.
going back,
So,
yes.
Etterath turns to Celia.
You know, Celia. Oh, what?
No, you guys are down there. Yeah.
I'm confused about who was doing.
Yeah.
I made a deal with the devil for my own soul. I was sent to hell due to some magical playing cards that I have.
Fuck. All right.
And then a devil claimed my soul, so the only way that I could get back was to give him my soul in exchange for when I die, he can own it, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And for some reason, the son of a bitch called me down without fucking proper etiquettes And supposedly he wants me to take the soul of somebody who's good, who's apparently near here, so that he doesn't destroy Gheal Village.
You can never kill me, it's fine.
A good soul?
He didn't say who, he just said there's someone very good near me.
There are a lot of good people
and
here.
that the soul would be worth something. I didn't necessarily say yes, but he also just sort of sent me back up here with the expectation, more of an ultimatum, really.
What was the ultimatum?
Give him the soul of the person he desires, or...
He said a good soul?
Or
Just
what?
any soul?
It seemed like some specific person, but I'm sure we could probably just give him any good soul.
You're not killing anybody
Or
on my
what?
watch.
I don't
Any
want
good
to.
souls on my watch.
I don't want to.
Or what, Etterath?
Well, he's gonna fucking destroy the place. I don't know. He was very cryptic about it.
He's going to destroy what place?
This! All of this!
Oh, well.
Just to fuck with me.
That was the other thing we wanted to ask about. This one.
Agenar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's been a little spacey ever
Fuck.
since the...
She's been better a bit. You're quickening up.
What's over there?
Where?
Okay, if
where?
if there's going to be any threat from a devil, I need to go to Book to let him know right now.
Maybe.
You're going to be all right on your own.
No, okay, we all gotta go upstairs, up to the top with him somehow, because he's gonna hopefully get fixed.
I got like 10 minutes.
Great.
Well, she did say there would be a barrel,
Yes.
right?
I don't care about barrels or her or she. I am going to let Book know that we are in danger if this place is in threat of being destroyed by a devil.
Can a devil
What does
just
that
show
mean?
up? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
You have to give him a soul.
Apparently.
Or how do you give him a soul? What does that mean?
Apparently I just gotta kill the son of a bitch. I don't know.
Can you
Cotton Eye
ask
Joe?
him?
I did not. I saw a robot, actually.
Why
Cotton Eye
don't
Joe
you
must
ask
have died.
him what he means?
No, I don't know. He was talking about something about some mortals making it in and then a ship leaving through the River Styx. So I think they were successful.
Great. So amazing. You go to Book.
She's almost at the door.
You're gonna Book. We're gonna go to Ademia. We'll be across after we hopefully fix him.
Okay.
And her and the sword. And anything else I may have fucking forgotten in this fucking world.
Okay.
You should ask if she can make you a
I'll
god.
leave. I just need to get what I need to do
she's
done
at
here,
it.
and then I'll leave.
I am going to tell Book that we are in trouble. I have to.
Okay.
I'll see you up there.
See you up there.
Steps out. As you're alone in Celia's house there, what would you guys like to do?
Look for hidden treasure chests. No.
Loot.
Go through her journal.
Nat 20, let's go. Buddy, loot that body.
All right, get up, get out. Let's go.
As you
Let's go. Go.
as you get up and shake off like a dog and make your way out from Celia's place, we leave our session with a little ember dropping from where you were, pushing through the moss to the netting of this area and just starting to sizzle away. Very, very lightly, very, very slowly.
But what about all the water that poured out?
Or notice it or smell it?
And that's where we're going to leave this session.
Theater of the Mind Flip.
Thank you for listening to Theater of the Mind Flayer. If you like what you heard, give us a like, give us a review, rate us 5 stars. If you want to hear more, follow us on Patreon for more exclusive content and extra goodies. And make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Theater of the Mind Flayer or at MindFlayer_pod. Thanks.